back to West Coast Football Fridays. As John Henry mentioned, we want to encourage you to get on the social media airwaves, hashtag WCFF, to share your thoughts on any of the high school action you're witnessing on our network or any other games like that St. John Bosco Bishop Gorman game where Bishop Gorman is winning pretty handily 34-17. I'm joined by Jeff Kurtz once again. And Jeff, we've been watching football all evening long, but we turn our focus from the games on the field to a pretty cool story off the field in Northern California.
That's right. Normally when we're talking about athletics, you talk about teams overcoming adversity on the field of play. Well, this year Napa High School has had to deal with a different sort of adversity off the field. Picturesque Napa Valley, home of some of the world's most famous wineries. But at 3:20 a.m. Sunday morning on August 24th, residents were rattled by a 6.0 earthquake. Napa High School students and faculty were impacted by the earthquake.
It was like the first big earthquake for me, so I woke up and my dad woke me up, so we went outside of the court and made sure everybody was all right. And, my grandparents' house were pretty messed up. Everything was torn, and then the neighbors around our community were pretty upset and distraught.
Yeah, it still felt like a dream to me because the damage that happened.
But for head coach Troy Mott, what started as a shock quickly turned into a rallying point for his team and the Napa community.
It was pretty neat to see. I was getting texts from my players at 4 in the morning, and there was a lot of, the following day there was just a lot of communication, checking on people and making sure everybody was all right. And it took us a few days or a full day to find 2 of our players, and so we had players driving around town looking for them to make sure that they were okay.
Fortunately, all players and coaches were okay. For the players on the team, it was an opportunity to grow as a group.
Well, we kind of followed the lead of our school. Our administration allowed us to, in our first period class, they allowed us to give time to the kids to tell their story to each other. And we prefaced it with the fact that some of our students had to fix maybe a picture frame on the wall, and others of our students were homeless. And so we had to make sure we explained to the kids that when you're listening, that for some people it's a bigger impact than it might be for you.
As often happens in disaster situations, the team wanted to go out and make a difference in their community.
One of the families that has contributed to this program for numerous years, their house got really messed up by it, and we went over after practice one day and helped clean up with a bunch of other people from the community.
We're literally carpooling across town together after practice, and then to sit back and watch these guys just dive in and clean this house up in no time flat. And then the house was a mess. Refrigerator down, broken glass everywhere. The shed was messed up. The garage was messed up, and the kids just half went to the garage, some went in the house, the rest went in the shed, and we just started teaming up and going to work.
And that experience has brought the team even closer to their town, and the team even closer together.
We wanted to band around the community, and like I said, we wanted to be able to go out and help people that needed to help, and it felt good being able to do that, and it made our players feel good, so that was the approach we took.
It's really brought everybody together. I mean, you see people around town, you're just like, okay, hey, what's up? But now after the earthquake, everybody each conversation kind of means more, and people are more friendly to each other. How are you doing? And stuff like that.
They just give me another family to come to. Like any of my problems that I need, they're here for me. And then that's vice versa with everybody on the team. It's like a family out here.
We all, this team is really a tight team. Everybody loves each other. And
another example of sports breeding character for a group of young men turning trauma into triumph. For the NFHS Network, I'm Jeff Kurtz.
Well, an endearing story there for Napa High School. They're on our network tonight as they battle Clayton Valley Charter. Clayton Valley up big in this one, but Napa on the drive.
Ethan Lee came in, made a nice play. The senior, 5'8", 175 pounds. He got to the outside nicely, wrapped the ball carrier up, took him down for a minimal gain. Actually, I think it was a no gain, so a 3rd and 7 here. Indians trying to make something happen. They could still pick up a first down without getting into the end zone. So see if they don't try to just pick up the first. Running under a minute now here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, if they can get to the 1, they'd get a fresh set of downs. I formation, 2 receivers to the near side. Tight end up top. Play fake. He's got his man open, but underthrows him. Diaz, did he make the grab? He did. And this would be enough for a first down.
What a play there. I thought he had another receiver wide open in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, we saw his main guy,
But fortunately for him, he found the check down, was able to complete the pass, picked up the first down, and that's going to be a 1st and goal from the 1. So 4 opportunities, I'm going to call it 4 here for the Indians to try to punch it in for the first score.
They're looking to punch it in, trailing 41-0. I want to welcome everyone joining us on the West Coast Football Friday show as the Napa Indians are trying to punch it in. Tim Fitzgerald, Jason Patterson here with you from Napa Memorial Coliseum, from the stadium, trying to punch it in. Doesn't look like he got it, though, just short. The Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles opened this game with an onside kick. Got a hold of it and took over and really haven't let up since. They have had their foot on the pedal. They lead 41-0 as the 3rd quarter has just expired. But Napa trying to score, trying to at least get on the board. We talked about this earlier, Jason. They scheduled a very difficult preseason to go up against a team like Clayton Valley. They took on Campolindo last week. In their first 2 games, both victories, took on some tough opponents. As we go into this 3rd quarter, what can Napa still